You know when you feel like your art style isn't exactly yours? Like something is missing, something original, something unique that makes people look at your work and say, that's definitely theirs? Well, that's very common. Finding your own art style can feel a bit confusing. But don't worry. Today, we're going to dive deep into this topic and understand how to find and develop a style that truly feels like you. By the way, if you're tired of drawing and feeling like nothing is improving, pay attention. Marc Brunet's Art School for Digital Artists was what pulled my drawings out of stagnation and gave me an insane boost. It's like going through an art school, but for a fraction of the price and only with what really matters: perspective, anatomy, color, composition, and much more, all explained step by step, from beginner to advanced. It is, by far, the best and most complete art course on the market. Don't waste time stuck at the same level. The link's in the description. Check it out now. Let's get back to the video. Do you really need a style? First things first, let's ask, is it essential to have a unique style? After all, many artists spend years experimenting with different techniques, changing their approach and reinventing themselves. And that's totally normal. Having a style doesn't mean limiting yourself. On the contrary, your style should be something that frees you, brings you joy, and reflects your influences and experiences. It doesn't have to be rigid. Think of your style as a flexible signature, one that adapts as you grow but always has certain elements that represent who you are. It's your interpretation of the real world. Understanding your references. The first step to finding your style is to look at your references. Think about the artists you admire. Maybe you love the way an illustrator works with shadows, or the way another uses vibrant colors, or even the line work of a mangaka you've followed for years. Each of these elements can say something about what you enjoy. So here's a practical tip. Make a list of the artists you admire and then analyze what specifically you like about each one. Is it the color use, the rendering style, the expression or gestures of the characters? These preferences say a lot about what you want in your own art. And believe me, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by these elements. Experimenting without fear. Now that you have your references in mind, it's time to experiment. Testing various techniques, drawing styles, color palettes, and even different themes is essential for finding what suits you. Imagine each experience as a piece of a puzzle that will eventually form your style. Maybe you try watercolor and don't like it, but discover you love digital art, or that you prefer monochromatic tones over vibrant colors. Here's an important tip. Avoid clinging to labels. If something you tried didn't work out, that's okay. Each test is a step toward your personal style. There's no right or wrong in this process, only learning. Your style is a reflection of you. Here's where the magic starts happening. Your art style is an extension of your own personality. So ask yourself, what themes interest you most? Maybe you're an introvert who loves depicting calm scenes, or someone with a lot of energy who prefers action-packed scenes. Knowing yourself is key to understanding what you want to express in your art. To help with this, you can keep a journal or sketchbook where you record your ideas, feelings, and inspirations. Sometimes, things that seem unrelated can suddenly make sense and become recurring themes in your art. This exercise helps a lot in identifying what truly matters to you and bringing those elements into your work naturally. Reflect your personal experiences. Everyone has a story, a set of experiences that shape who you are. These personal experiences are a goldmine for developing a unique style. Maybe you grew up in a city full of graffiti murals or spent much of your childhood surrounded by nature. These moments can inspire and influence your color palette, your choice of setting, and even the types of characters you create. An interesting idea is to create a series of illustrations based on your memories or emotions. Each piece can reflect a part of who you are, and in the end, these works reveal much of your style. Remember, the more personal your art, the more unique it will be. Consistent practice, the foundation of development. There's no point in trying to find a style without practice. Practice is what will help you refine your lines, understand proportions better, work with light and shadow, and even master more complex techniques. And when we talk about practice, it doesn't have to be extreme. The key is consistency. If you dedicate yourself every day, even for just a few minutes, your style will evolve naturally. It's also worth having an exploration sketchbook, where you allow yourself to draw freely. The ideal is to have a space where you're not afraid to make mistakes, to doodle, to try out wild ideas. After all, that's where innovation is born. Over time, you'll notice that certain lines, shapes, or colors appear more frequently, and that's a great sign that your style is solidifying. Accept that your style will change. This might sound contradictory, but it's important to understand that your art style will never be static. What you like today may be very different from what you'll like 5 years from now, and that's completely natural. We change over time, and our art changes with us. Don't be too hard on yourself. In the search for a unique style, it's easy to fall into the trap of excessive self-criticism. It's normal to look at others' work and feel like you'll never get there. But remember, every artist has their own pace. Comparisons will only bring you down and prevent you from exploring your full potential. One tip is to disconnect from social media from time to time and focus on yourself without comparisons. The pressure to please others can end up taking the authenticity out of your art. Remember, your style should please you above all. Find your artistic purpose. Something that can give your style great meaning is finding a purpose for your art. Ask yourself, why do I want to create? Do I want to move people? Do I want to make people laugh? Or maybe you want to show a unique perspective of the world. Having a clear purpose can help direct your art, and over time, this will shape your style in a very authentic way. For example, if your purpose is to bring comfort and serenity to people, this could be reflected in the use of soft colors and more delicate lines. Or if you want to inspire action and energy, you might prefer bolder strokes and vibrant, intense colors. Your purpose acts as a compass, guiding the path you want to take. Create a mood board for your style. A great way to visualize your style is to create a mood board. It's like a panel where you gather all the inspirations and references that represent what you want in your art. It can include photos, works by other artists, color palettes, and even textures or patterns you like. Over time, the mood board becomes a visual representation of what makes up your style. You can keep this mood board on paper or digitally using platforms like Pinterest, which is excellent for grouping visual references. It will not only help consolidate your ideas, but also be a constant source of inspiration when you feel lost. Your style is a process, not a final destination. Finally, remember that your style is something you build gradually, with dedication, patience, and lots of experimentation. There's no endpoint, no, I've made it. There's always room to grow and reinvent yourself. Enjoy this journey. Every stage of the process is important, and in the end, what matters is that your style is a genuine reflection of who you are. Finding your style may take time, but be sure of one thing. No one else in the world can create like you, and that's what makes your art so valuable and unique. If this video helped you, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next ones. Thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to check the description. There are several important links that can help you even more. See you in the next video.